Hunter and Friends, and I'm down in the crawl space of my house today. And why would an RV show be in the crawl space of the house? Well, I have a pretty small home, about 1,400 square feet between two stories, and it's got a lot of stuff in it. A lot. And it's still winter here in Alaska. RV season is probably about another month and a half off. If we're lucky, we can get out in April, but usually May. By the time the snow is melted, the dirt has dried out enough that the campgrounds will be able to support the RVs, the ones that have the dirt pads and the dirt roads. The state and the government feds, they don't usually go in and plow until it gets closer to season. Usually they just let everything melt out and open when they open for the RV season up here. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting out winter in Alaska, I've been collecting up for my next projects. I got multiple projects, but for my next projects on my trailer bear, we're going to put solar on this summer. We're going to do some suspension upgrades with new shackles, wet bolts. I think it's the CRE 3000, the equalizer bar with all the bushings in it. Gives you a little extra travel and dampens some of the impact. I've got the tubes that go across between the spring shackle mounts from left to right side to create a little more of a box frame between them, between left and right side, so there's not as much torsion twisting out the shackle mounts. Hopefully, that's so everybody says. But while I'm collecting all this, because my small house that I mentioned earlier is small, the crawl space is a good place to put things till spring comes. And I can tell you it's easier getting stuff in here than it's going to be getting it back out, because it's all uphill from here. I've been collecting up all my solar panels, all my charger controllers, wiring, cabling, fuses, breakers, just about everything, bracketry, all that kind of stuff, plus more. Let's turn the camera around and go from selfie mode to looking at something else other than my ugly mug with my I can't see to read glasses. And we'll see what I got down here. All right, so hiding down under here, there's all sorts of stuff hiding around in here. Got a stainless steel barbecue that will plug into the onboard propane through the fitting that comes down the back side of the camper for plugging in such things as barbecues and whatever have you. I've also picked up a propane fire pit that will plug into that. We kind of actually prefer the propane over the wood fires, partially because of the problems with wildfires up here, just like anywhere else. They get pretty horrible and all that, but it's also more convenient because when you're done with your fire at night, turn it off. Don't have to wait it out and go to bed. We've got this box is full of the tilt brackets for my solar panels. I bought 6 Renogy 175 watt solar panels. So I've got 6 panels hidden down here waiting to go up on the roof of the camper. Hard to see here in the dark. Let's see if I can turn on. There we go. I've got brand new wheel skirts for the trailer, for the wheel well arches. A battery box I thought I was going to use when I did my lithium batteries, but didn't. Hiding over here is a new Max Air fan. That'll go in the bathroom, and if I like that, I'll probably put one more back in the cabin behind the air conditioner, back in the main living area, but we'll see about that. The bathroom with the shower and the obvious bathroom stuff, you want a Max Air fan. I've got one of these tubes for storing the Stinky Slinky under the RV crosswise. I'm thinking that might be a little better. We'll see. If not, I can use it for storing something else. But we've got that. When I did my batteries last year, I used different bus bars and was never really sold on what I got. So I've picked up these, a pair of these, which has multiple buses on them, or multiple studs and screws on them, so I don't have to stack up the wire lugs. They can all be independent from each other on there. I've got 2 of those. Oh, let's see, what else? It's kind of like going through Christmas down here, except, well, nothing's gift wrapped and we're hanging out in the dark. This has kind of been a catch-all, but it's a tub-o fun. Let's see. Oh, we got a micro air easy touch RV thermostat. This is wireless. It'll do Bluetooth, or if you've got internet running, it'll do Wi-Fi, and then you can talk to it from anywhere in the world. I do run Wi-Fi in my camper, but only when I have it hooked up to cellular connections, which means I'll be just using this for the Bluetooth, because sometimes when you're in bed, it's nice to be able to just turn up the heat a little bit, or turn it down. Let's see, what's this? Oh, big heavy-duty circuit breakers. When I redo the bus bars, I'm going to put these heavier breakers in between the batteries and all of that. Oh yeah, let's see, fuses. Fuses that go into the MC4 connectors for the solar panels. Gotta have those. It was too late for when I bought this for winterizing last year. The fitting I had wasn't this nice, but so I've gone with something like this to winterize my RV next year and blow it clean. Oh, what do we got in there? Oh, we got a pressure regulator for the hose. Something to carry on board. I have some cheap ones in there. Oh, shackle kits. Yeah, I haven't even opened this box up, and that's the new shackles for my suspension. Amazon shipped those for free. Gotta love Amazon. This is not a vote or a sponsor for Amazon, but here in Alaska, if you can get it shipped for free, it's a hell of a deal. Another dimmer switch. I put one in the bedroom. I'm going to put one in the bathroom, so that when someone's in there at nighttime, they don't wake up everybody else. Wago connectors, various sizes and numbers of connections. This is a bin I was using last year. We got all sorts of little bits of stuff. Oh, more circuit breakers. Anderson plugs, wire lugs. I've got an assortment of crimping tools here, and I've got more out in the garage. Oh, yes, this 12-volt power port and USB port that's going to go in this summer. Power supply I took out of the camper. The instructions for the inverter I put in. We've got this over here, the Mopica dual propane tank meter gauge system. It runs wireless and both to their little remote thingy and to your phone, so that's awesome. Lion Energy, of course, I've got the Lion Energy batteries, and kind of wish I would have got a couple more to make my bank just a little bit bigger. We've got battery cable in here, various gauges. I've got more snagged around down here, hiding away. Let me put this back in here, because there's so much more to talk about. And I've only got one hand to hold the phone and one hand to work everything else. Oh, give me a second here. I'm going to put you on pause while I move a few things. Alright, let's have a look inside the battery box. We've got crimpers, cables, Victron solar charge controllers, tooling, crimpers, again, hydraulic crimpers, a couple of heavy cables that I may or may not be using, more wire ends, more fuses. The smart battery sense for Victron. This is the Bluetooth item that goes on top of the batteries. There's a spare charge controller. Progressive Dynamics. I accidentally got the wrong one, but as luck would have it, my girlfriend Trish, her motorhome up here, Jambo, and her RVs down in California that she keeps stored down there in the States, they all use the same converter if they go bad, so we've got that. Butyl tape, more MC4 connectors. Some of the stuff stuff. I don't even know what the heck I bought. Oh, glands for running wires through walls like a bulkhead fitting. We've got gland fittings in there. We got a 30 amp throw switch box, transfer switch box, automatic. I'm going to put this in. When I put my inverter in last year, I ran some independent outlets to it, so it was on its own circuit. And I didn't know about these, and I've seen these on YouTube and several other users, Ray from Love Your RV and a couple others that have used this and seem to really like it. So I'm going to put a breaker box in the box with the all the electrical and the inverter and the batteries, and run a new wire that'll go to this and back under where the circuit breaker box is, or the fuse panel down in the passenger cabin area, and I'll make it so that it has priority shore power over inverter. But so the inverter can go in and it'll automatically switch over. I'll just have to remember to flip off the breaker for the charge control, or the power converter. I thought I had the shackles in here. They're in here somewhere, or under this house somewhere, I should say. But we've got a bunch of that stuff there. Yep, that, like I showed earlier, the Max Air fan. It's nice, remote control. Gonna be liking that. The litter box also lives in the camper, so in the bathroom, so sometimes it's kind of nice. Like I said, I've got 6 of these 175 watt Renogy solar panels. Getting ready to go up. I think that totals out, if I remember right, to 1,050 watts, 1,150, something like that. My math is never good. My dyslexic brain doesn't work well for me. So let me put you on pause again so I can crawl out from under there. Oh, there's my 3 boxes of suspension crossbars, big steel crossbars that go under there between the shackles left to right to help make a box frame and strengthen them up. So let me put you on pause for a moment. All right, well, the pause button got unpaused and hit the stop button while I was crawling out under the main drain of the house. Every RV's got a black tank, and most houses have a black pipe. And all the, well, you know. Anyways, I've got here two box bumper trailer hitch bracket for our bicycles, and one of these support strut kits that will help support the box tube, because they're basically sheet metal welded to structural steel, and they tend to tear off, and this is supposedly the fix. Bolt it to the frame and put it under the box tube, and it should help support it. So hopefully every RV page I've watched has done this. I've not seen much follow-ups on did it work, but they all showed they did it. We got a neutral plug that goes with this. This is the power watchdog for the 30 amp. This is the hardwired one. I bought one that was actually the plug-in, but I've decided I'm going to hardwire in. That way I have it, and I'll donate the other one to either to Trisha's Motorhome Jambo up here, or to the RVs that she keeps down in the States. So we got that. New marker lights. A few of mine were weathered and cracked, and they fell off over the winter. The tarp was flapping around on them, and they got knocked around. We've got the thin shade door window. This is for replacing the window in the door, the man door, the people door. Your window is usually got a weird textured pattern into it, and it's fogged so you can't see through it, but all the light comes through. This puts a clear window in so you can see out of it, but then it has a shade that's built into it on tracks that slides up and down, which makes it really nice because then you can actually dark it out. A little bit of Americana. We got some LED solar powered, or solar rechargeable, I should say, American flag, big mesh net full of red, white, and blue LEDs. So we'll hang that on the camper to go with the propane barbecue. Home Depot had 2 of them, the exact same one. They had one that came with a free tool kit and it costs less than the one that was regular price coming with accessories. So, well, got to get all the accessories. But anyways, yeah, this is some of the stuff I've been collecting up over the summer under my house. I'm just waiting for spring to come. Storage for my nerdy hobby. I've got a separate YouTube channel for that kind of stuff. I've got a whole bunch of boxes of that. So anyways, well, yeah, thanks for waiting for the teaser from last fall when I did the introduction to Bear, my trailer, and winterized it and put it away for the season. So hopefully here in another month or two, we'll start getting things out, getting things cleaned up, get the batteries back in, all the lithium batteries reinstalled, and start working on the solar system and all the other stuff that I've bought under here. So thanks for checking things out. Cheers.